Okay, so we went through kind of a bunch of little things, so let's just try to go in order. One of the first things that we addressed was how some of the movement was going up into that shoulder, but on this side it didn't, because as we go 4, 5, and 6, this shoulder got really used to the energy going too high, but this one was nice and down, so I need both of them to be down. Even if I'm doing movement, this is going to stay even so that both sides are connected down my spine, down my body to get an instant reaction from my feet. So that was number 1. From there, to fix one other thing. What was it from before that? Or after that?
I thought we were fixing the arm thing. Hold
Did we
on.
immediately go to the wrist?
We did. That's what I thought.
Maybe we did. Okay. So from here, can I use you? So what I want you to think of is, instead of just this part of the hand being available, I want you to allow the leader to manipulate and bend all of this. Because he needs to feel access to that. If he asks for a tilt, but I don't allow that tilt to lead the shape, and I try to keep it straight, we're actually gonna lose each other. And then he's not going to be able to do much within that compression. So this is just an example. I need this to be pliable and available all the time. But like if they tilt this, for example, I'm letting him tilt this.
Okay.
Because now we can do something with it. Like we can shape it, we can move it, all of that. It just feels like I'm that much more in tune with what he's asked of me.
Okay.
And it's in everything. Like if we have stretch, this is just neutral. I'm not actually trying to like hold it straight. Mm-hmm. It's straight just because it's being pulled that way. Mm-hmm. And then as he like wants to lift it or do anything with it, it's available to the rotations or the shapes that he's asking for.
Okay.
From there, just so that you're aware, like we can also then manipulate and ask for things. This becomes how this functions within their hand becomes a really important way of just communicating little things. If I want to stay here longer, I can ask for it via that. If I'm just here, then I'm actually going to use a lot more muscles in my arm versus just letting that stay. That'll actually ask him to stay, and then when I release it, he's going to feel, okay, I can now lead it. I can lead it how I want to. Yeah, get the dog. So in general, that's also how we're going to get access to different shapes, is I'm going to allow any of that twist and anything like that. I need the leader to manipulate where that goes.
Okay, and then the thing you were talking about was my lower body goes too far from my upper
That's
body.
what it was. Baby, really quick. So where I'm going as I'm filling space, there's going to be a point where I'm out of space. So give me an inside roll.
If someone's going to see that she's going to bark.
So if I'm doing something like this and I'm actually in a round frame, as I come down, like I don't need to be seeking lots of linear space. Like I'm just going within the shapes and the limitations of my own body. I don't need to seek distance away as well. Mm-hmm. So what was another example? Like a wrap up, like in one of these. So what was happening is if I'm in rotational energy, I'm going to just stay in that. I don't also need to be seeking any linear energy. So there were so many times where I was seeing your lower half seek energy or direction somewhere where the upper body was stopped. So if the upper body is stopped, that's just communicating where you are now going to stay in space with the lower half. So this is what's giving energy to where your feet are going to move you. If this is stopped, feet have to stop as well. And this is just going to stay stacked. That's it. The last example was so back to like this kind of example, my energy is going towards him. So my directional intent is that way. So I need your body and the hand and what's being asked of you to all be on the same page. So as you're being musical, as you're like exploring your own stuff, I need to make sure that I don't want my body going away. Mm-hmm. which is directional intent that way, when he's actually wanting directional intent towards me.
Yeah.
So I need your body to be on the same page. I can't have your lower half going that way while my upper half is asking for that. So we start to get split, and I need it all to be one way or the other, and that's it.
Got it.
Again, my feet are just underneath the upper body. What I was seeing is here, the lower half would go too far,
Okay.
or here, the lower half would go too far again. It's just where my upper body is going, the feet are just underneath that. I don't have to fill more space. It just all goes together.